Welcome back to Group 1 Glory 2018.
And the gates open, they're off and racing. And
it's rare that a trip up the Hume Highway goes unrewarded for Leviathan owner Lloyd Williams. And the Tancred Stakes proved no exception as 8-year-old import Al Mandan proved the superior stayer in the Weight for Age feature.
Spirit making hard work of it early from Who Shot the Barman and Aubrey's last. Galo Shop crosses down to the rails to lead. And Al Mandan's going to do the chasing on the outside. Just a little wayward turning out of the straight the first time, but Al Mandan's found second position. And Single Gaze leaders back again today in third. Two after the Australian Cup winner Harlem, then the Japanese import Ambitious the Rouse. Lasquetti scored 3 wide there at the 17.50 from Who Shot the Barman, Ventura Storm, and Aubrey just having a few bothers here to keep in touch with them in the early stages. So they race towards the mile now, and it's Galo Shop on top. Lasquetti Spirit's been hard ridden there from the outset, and the mare's finally going to get to second now. Mandan gets some cover in third, and Lasquetti Spirit serves it up now to Galo Shop in the lead and takes the lead. Single Gaze back to fourth, 2 after Harlem. Then came Ambitious, a length after the 9-year-old Who Shot the Barman from Ventura Storm, and Aubrey getting a bit closer at this point, but would be about 10-12 lengths off the lead. Lasquetti Spirit at the halfway mark takes a 2.5 length lead on Galo Shop. Zara sitting quietly there on the favourite. 2 further back to Al Mandan with McAvoy back in the saddle. First time since winning the Melbourne Cup, and Al Mandan running third. Ambitious starting to pick up ground now at the 9.50 and fourth. They're followed by Single Gaze, 1 off the fence. Further back to Ventura Storm from Harlem, Who Shot the Barman, and Aubrey still back last. This 100-to-1 shot is running a big race in the lead, going inside the 800. Lasquetti Spirit 3 lengths clear from Galo Shop, and Ambitious keeps improving ground, going to third. A half the outside to Al Mandan. Now Single Gaze pulling to the outside. O'Hara really building up the revs there. Harlem going through the centre from Ventura Storm. Who Shot the Barman? Aubrey sees them all coming around the turn. Galo Shop makes the move now and takes the lead with Al Mandan going to a clear second. Ambitious third, 300 out. Galo Shop in front from Al Mandan. Then Ambitious, Harlem and Single Gaze. Al Mandan's running the big race. Goes after Galo Shop. It's Al Mandan and Galo Shop. Al Mandan gets his head in front. Aubrey's flashing home. Al Mandan's drawn clear. Who Shot the Barman? Aubrey late, but Al Mandan takes out the Tancred. Ambitious kicked on for second from Who Shot the Barman, grabbing Galo Shop for third.
Next up, it was the 3-year-old fillies in the Vinery Stud Stakes, with 13 hopefuls staking their claim for a start in the Australian Oaks. Chris Waller looked to have a strong hand with race favourite Unforgotten, but the spoils would go to Victoria, with the Nick Price-trained Hayam recording the win.
Middle of the pack, then came Dancers. Now further back to Unforgotten, who's back with All Too Soon, Miss Admiration, Bring Me Roses, and Tourville is being restrained back to last. Hayam's going to lead comfortably there inside the mile mark, and it's Hayam out by 2.5 lengths on Dance. Keen in second, Rimran third, Elise Plonks in fourth now, followed by Samari, Madame Markovic moving up on the outside, Dancers through on the rails. They're followed then by All Too Soon from Unforgotten, Miss Admiration. Alois is cast right off the track from Bring Me Roses, and Tourville is the last one. They've got inside the 1200, and Hayam a clear-cut leader, out by 2.5 to Dance, punching the breeze. Then came Rimram. Elise's next, but caught a bit deep there from Samari, and Dancers going through on the fence. Then came Madame Markovic. Further back to All Too Soon, Aloysia from Miss Admiration. The favourites back third last, Unforgotten from Bring Me Roses, and Tourville last about a dozen off the lead, which is Hayam going to the 750, full of running. 2 lengths clear from the New Zealand filly, Dance. Then Rimram. Then came Elise and fourth, Samari being scrubbed up from Madame Markovic as this leader ups the tempo coming to the turn. Aloysia's been off the track, then All Too Soon from Dancers. Unforgotten would be 10 off the lead, turning for home into the straight now, and Hayam goes for home at this point, 4 lengths clear from Dance. Then came Elise, further back to Rimram, Aloysia and Unforgotten. She's getting into her work now, she's really starting to come. Hayam 3 lengths clear from Elise, then Unforgotten. It's Hayam at the 150 clear from Unforgotten going to second. Hayam kept going, and Hayam a daring front-running ride by Michael D, and Hayam beats Unforgotten. Aloysia third in front of Elise.
Day 1 of the championships saw the first of 4 Group 1s kick off with the juveniles over the 1400 metres in the Inglis size. Ahood looked to break her maiden tag after an unlucky second in the Golden Slipper, but was there to be an upset on the cards?
Dreaming and Encryption vie for the early lead, and a Hood lands the spot behind them. Then Bondi, followed by Tchaikovsky on the rails. The outsider's spin. Further back to Longleaf. Now Separator's beaten for speed and caught a bit deep. Seabrook's about midfield, the fence in the red jacket. Then came Outrageous from Adana, Ragged Rascal. Further back to Not a Single Cent has been snagged back through the field from Eldorado Dreaming. And Affogato is the last one. It's Bondi racing to a narrow lead from Ring-a-Ding-Ding. Encryption in third, followed by Spin the outsider, Tchaikovsky. Hood was right with the leaders early, but back to about six now with Separate the outside and Longleaf. Then came Seabrook on the fence, and further back to Outrageous coming around the turn. Bondi just in front of Ring-a-Ding-Ding, followed by Tchaikovsky weaving a run through off the fence. Hasn't got out as yet. Seabrook's creeping up behind them. Then Encryption, Spin, and a Hood's got traffic in front. Eldorado Dreaming with a big run down the outside. Bondi hits the front. A Hood, Encryption, Spin, and Eldorado Dreaming the roughie. A Hood gets the rails run. Sprints fast. Eldorado Dreaming. A Hood, and Eldorado Dreaming. They're wide apart. It's a photo finish. The favourite, A Hood, and the roughie of the field, Eldorado Dreaming. Well, there's plenty hinging on this. A Hood was in a traffic jam. Purton got the gap. She sprinted fast, but the 200-to-1 shot, Eldorado Dreaming, sprinted fast down the outside. They're wide apart. Eldorado Dreaming has scored a major upset.
The New Zealand domination of this race in recent years was set to be tested, with a strong contingent of local and interstate runners in the time-honoured feature for 3-year-olds. In a tight contest, it was Lavendi that got the nod over Ace High to give Moe trainer Peter Galagotis and Victorian hoop Mark Zara the spoils in the staying feature.
Weather with You's going to park about 3 back the fence, followed by Astoria, Few Raw. They're racing tight together. Further back to Mongolian Conqueror in the red cap, a length further back to Mission Hill. Then came Tangled from Passaro. Mission Hill got on the back heels there a Few Raw. There's an incident back in the field. The Lord Mayor was severely inconvenienced, and the rider was lucky to stay on board. They head towards the crossing now. Capital Gain at odds leads out by a length to Condor. Vinda Dance in third. Main Stages pushing forward on the outside, followed by the favourite Ace High and the orange jacket on the inside of Endowment. They're followed by Lavendi. Then came Weather with You, and Furor's next. Looks to be caught a bit deep. Further back to Belfast off the track around Astoria. Then Mongolian Conqueror back on the inside, running brow together with Mission Hill, followed by Tangled, then Passaro, Mongolian Marshall from South Samoa, and the Lord Mayor can't recover from the early check. They work towards the halfway mark. Capital Gain leads. Main Stage sustained that run going to second, and Furor has been caught deep, pushing forward. Condor third, just in front of Furor. Vinda Dance back a slot to fifth. 2 further back to Ace High. Anglin's got our options there for the inside or the outside. 2 further back to Weather with You. Then came Endowment. Belfast is covering plenty of ground at the 900 metres, followed by Mongolian Conqueror. Lavendi's a lot further back today. Then came Mission Hill from Astoria. Further back then to Passaro on the fence from Tangled. Mongolian Marshall and Salsamore sees them all. 600 metres to run. Capital Gain, Main Stage, Vinda Dance, Furor, Condor behind them. Ace High's pulling to the outside. Then Weather with You. Mongolian Conqueror looking to slice through the field as they straighten up now. Then came Endowment into the straight. Main Stage in front from Vinda Dance, and Ace High chiming in from Furor, and Lavendi's coming from further back down to the 250. Ace High in front. Lavendi's the big danger. It's Ace High a half in front to Lavendi. They're broken clear for a great stoush. Lavendi moves up to Ace High. Ace High won't sit down. Lavendi the outside. Lavendi and Ace High nose and nose battle to the line, and it's a photo. Nothing between Ace High and Lavendi. A real nose and nose stride. Lavendi dropping the nose down on the line, then it's coming back up again, and Lavendi will get the result.
Reigning Tab Everest winner Redzel was the punters-elect in the sprint feature of the championships. But it was Gerald Ryan with a training masterstroke, bringing 3-year-old trapeze artist back from a placing in the Randwick Guineas to record a convincing win against seasoned opposition.
Further back to English, and the mission's been taken back together with In Her Time, so In Her Time is going to settle second last. Redzel leads out narrowly from Jungle Edge and Global Glamour. Then Takedown from Fell Swoop, trapeze artist off the track. Then Brave Smash on the inside of the mission. Le Remain, and the girls are back in the field. In Her Time, and English will have to come around them. Coming to the turn, Redzel, the favourite, leads out by a half on Jungle Edge. Global Glamour third. Trapeze Artist has been wide, then Takedown from Fell Swoop. Brace Smashers looking for runs. Further back to Lure Remain English to the outside. In her times in a traffic jam as Redzel zips away at the 200 from Trapeze Artist, who's sticking on. Trapeze Artist going after Redzel. Redzel a neck in front, ahead in front. Trapeze Artist goes past him, and Trapeze Artist takes out the TJ. Big win, Trapeze Artist from Redzel, and in her time, no luck at all in third, followed by Lure Remain, then the Mission.
Selecting the winner of a Doncaster Mile is a daunting task at the best of times. And as they went to the stalls for the 2018 edition, just 3 of the 16 runners started at single-figure odds. When they hit the line, it was third time lucky as the People's Horse Happy Clapper proved a popular winner, recording a victory in the Randwick Feature Mile after finishing runner-up in 2 previous runnings of the event.
On the outside, then coming through from Prized Icon, Cool Chap. Humidor about midfield, followed by Egg Tart. Then Tosin starting to recovered for slow beginnings there. Further back to Crack Me Up, Mr. Seawolf, Lanciato, and Dargetto's back last of all. Tom Melbourne moved around the outside to go and join Beats him in the lead. It's on at the 800 metres. Invincible Gem, Happy Clapper with nice runs behind, followed by coming through Kementari, one off the fence. Prized Icon further back with Endless Drama. Then Cool Chap from Humidor. Egg Tart Tosin starting. Crack Me Up from Lanciato. Mr. Seawolf and Dargetto's last 500 metres to run. Beats him, and Tom Melbourne having an arm wrestle for the lead. Pulling out now is Invincible Gem. Coming through. Happy Clapper back to the inside. Kementari looking for gaps as they come up the rise. Happy Clapper hard up the fence. Happy Clapper joins Beats him, and Tom Melbourne coming through. Kementari needs to left. Happy Clapper the 175 trying to fend them off. Happy Clapper in front from coming through. Beats him. Lanciato late, but Happy Clapper runner up for the last 2 years. It's his day today. Happy Clapper takes out the Doncaster. Beat coming through and beats him. Dargetto flashing home late.
What a year it's been so far. Back after the break with more Group 1 glory.